this one up the middle. Barrero. Throw to first in time. Coming up to the dish for Wichita, Miguel Briseno. That one finds the zone. Briseno making the start in right, hitting second in the lineup, and he's a native of Venezuela. Here comes the 0-1. One out and the base is empty. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first two pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual.
Ready. Got him.
Started after it, and a look to first. Went around, according to Carl Dixon. Stepping to the plate next for Wichita, Aaron Sabato. Two outs, base is empty.
No balls, one strike.
Up the middle, Barrero. Sends it to first.
He's out.
And 1-2-3, that's the inning. Next is the designated hitter, Ace Saucedo. Tearing it up at the plate recently. It's in each of the last 6 games. That one fouled off. The pitch. And very quickly, it's 0-2 to the DH. Barrero over at first with one down. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. The wind surge at the plate here in the second inning. And the first offering is not close.
Here you go. Here you go.
No.
On the ground. Over to the
wild
pitcher,
throw.
on the line. He's safe at first. And now, Patrick Winkle. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Rolls away a little bit. No score here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
He's doing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Swing lifts it to shallow left field, and that'll get down for a hit. Lead runner holds out first and second, nobody out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Will Holland. That one finds the corner. Close one, but doesn't get the call. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
I didn't get the fucking strikeout because of that pitch-ass play.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. And now at the plate, Jefferson Valladares. Out to center. Cordova under this one. And that's the end of the inning. They strand one.
That was LeBron James, I swear. I saw.
The wind surge, Jose Salas.
Hey, Rob.
grounder into the outfield for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Next to hit, the second baseman, number 21. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Back to the top of the order here. Next up for the wind surge, Kyler Fedko. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. Swing lifted to left field. Takes it in for the out, and there's one down.
It's roll 2 here.
At the plate, Miguel Briseno. First at bat was a strikeout.
Ball, that's down.
Rolls away a little bit. Both runners moving up with 2 now in scoring position, and that erases the chance at the double play.
Hey.
Swings and misses, and that's strike 2. 2 strikes on him, and he's already struck out in this one. You'd like to... Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge K there. So digging in, Aaron Sabato, 0 for 1 so far.
No, that's
With
down.
first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded.
Ball 2.
This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. 2-1 pitch upcoming. Swings through it. That slurve was beautiful. Great break, and he was able to get the swing and miss. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss for the K.
Get him out of here.
And that ends the...
Come on.
1 away and a runner at first. Ace Saucedo digs in now. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. Now a fly ball to right center. Briseno moving under this one. And 2 away now. This broadcast is brought to you by Montresor Basement Design. Brick by brick, they'll help you secure what's important. Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri. Top of the 4th inning. First pitch misses, ball 1. Sheffield goes 5'9", 25 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2022. After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. The throw to first. Leadoff batter retired.
He's on there.
Will hit next. 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there.
This boy can't hit on me.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Yo.
Fouled off left side.
Hold up, man. Let me get you going.
And here's the 0-2.
Let me get you on the couch.
Ball 1 there.
Let me get you.
On the couch.
Good job to fight that one off.
This motherfucker. Oh, armchair. No.
That just misses. What a take with 2 strikes.
Josh. And he gone.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 3. Struck out swinging. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th.
Boy, man, boy, man, boy, man, boy, man, boy, man, boy, man, boy, man.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that. We'll see how he adapts. In the dirt.
Ball.
2 straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. Just off the outside edge.
3-1.
He's had great control all game, but it's a 3-ball count now. Batter has to be ready to hit. Next pitch, in for a strike.
Full count.
Swings and misses, and he goes down on strikes. Nice job out there. We're ready ready for the fifth inning. Now at the dish. Jefferson
Right,
Vargas. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 offering. Puts it in the air to center.
I got it.
One up, one down. So up next, Jose Salas. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
How many billion people in the world? So there's probably the same amount of
Ball.
creatures in the fucking world.
One out and the base is empty.
Like, it may not be all sharks, but like,
And 1 and 2. Nice job to work both sides of the plate. He's got this hitter inside conscious now.
there's probably
And he hits a ground ball to the right side. Prieto.
there's at least
Play is made. 2 out.
200 million sharks in the world. There's got to be at least
Stepping to
200
the plate
million.
next for Wichita, number 21. Fastball for a strike. The wind surge, trailing by 1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Late swing, fouled it off.
Estimating a billion.
What a
sharks,
job
that
to
means
stifle
there's
this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching.
10 to 50 billion sea creatures.
2 outs and nobody aboard.
Oh, good
Ripped
rep,
to right
buddy.
for a
Good
base
rep,
hit.
buddy. Throw that one!
The tying run is aboard. The lineup flips over. Kyler Fedko getting ready to hit.
Well, if you want to, you can make. If not, why not?
Fastball in for a strike.
0-1.
It's sad.
Swing and a drive deep left field. Pretty far back there.
Heads up. Wall, wall, wall.
Feeling for the wall. Makes the catch in foul ground. Ace Saucedo now at the plate. One on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul.
Once I get my contact up, it's over.
Hey, drive him in. Need you right here.
Hit hard on a line.
Wow.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. There's one down.
Beautiful contact right there, y'all. That was beautiful contact.
Top of the 6th inning.
Absolutely beautiful contact. Yoinkers.
On the ground.
Get him at one.
Side. One away.
That's an out.
And now the first baseman, Aaron
Got him.
Sabato. And a
Got him.
breaking ball drops in for a strike. The wind surge, down a run. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Pitch in the
1-1.
dirt. Not
2-1.
close with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. I know he's hunting fastball at the plate, but the pitcher doesn't have to get in. If he trusts his secondary stuff more, he should keep going to it. The 2-2
Yoinkers.
gets a piece, stays alive. Looked like he misread that one out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it.
No.
Keeps
no,
the
I'm
AB
pitching.
going with the foul ball.
I have to pitch everything.
High fly ball down the line and left.
I got it.
On the move, has a play, and he makes the catch.
No.
Next up for the wind
How
surge, Dalton
easy it
Sheffield.
is hitting is going to depend on what you want to do.
And there's a ball.
But
On the ground to third.
play,
Oh, great
baby.
stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Base is empty with 2 out. And
but,
here is
there's
Ace
different ways you can
Saucedo.
swing by tapping the button.
Ball.
This pitch popped up. Duarte. Inning over, but the damage certainly done.
You want to try
All set for the start of this inning. Coming up to the dish for Wichita, Patrick Wingle.
Is that what you wanted to do? Try what I'm doing? How I'm hitting?
Hey.
And that one fouled off.
Yoinkers.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul.
Shut your ass up, but all this shit, but yoink, yoink.
Line drive. Makes the grab.
Bitch
one
ass,
away.
boy.
One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. I know that's a fastball up, but it's low 90s, so that's one you can handle. Might regret not swinging at that. Off the mark there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball,
The
1
Cardinals
strike.
ahead by 5. Here in the top half of the 7th. Up the middle.
Big play, bitch.
That's a hit. Stepping to the plate next.
It says
for Wichita,
1
Jefferson
or
Valladares.
less. You can allow 1. So why? Yeah.
This one in the air to right. Church drifts towards it.
Relay 2.
And there's 2 down. Here comes the skipper.
Fuck you. Taking me
New
out.
arm into the game.
Bitch.
The righty, Edwin Nunez, stepping right into a bases-loaded jam.
Oh, let's go.
Saucedo now at the plate and
I should
swings
be
through
able to
strike
do this.
1.
No ball, 1
I
strike.
was practicing.
Oh, not the best swing from the former first-rounder.
No
What
ball, 2
confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next. Fights it off, we'll see another.
Why is it gotta be foul? Let's see where this went.
That one had...
Where's that? That bitch is so high in the air.
What?
Where's the fucking ball?
How do I go up?
Where's the ball? Hold on.
Oh my.
the distance for a grand slam, but he just couldn't keep it fair. Now he has to move past it and find another pitch to drive. Now this is lifted to center.
Drive, bitch! Let's go!
Run is in. Throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 7-0. 1 out and 2 on. Now at the plate, Braden Jobert.
She said, let me look when I get home shortly. Pretty sure she does.
steps on the bag for one. That's such a tough barehanded play at second, but he made it look easy. Nice work. So 2 down.
You're out.
Saucedo with a good day at the office, both hitting and pitching. Certainly not his finest hour, at least.
It's not a good day. Had a good pitch enough. Airball! Got some contact. Little fly ball in the infield. That's an out. See, it looked like it was a strike there. You want to see here? Good swing, good time. Still an out. Another out. Same place.
I know.
Third base. 3 out in a row. Third baseman. Another out. Another out. Shortstop. That's a base hit. Hey! On. It's a home run. Hey! Michaela with the home run. Watch your head. Watch your toes. Watch your knees. It's coming for you. Ah!
Ace Saucedo, one of the most... And now the DH, Ace Saucedo. Good power, not so great at getting on base. Swings through that one, 0-1 now.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Pitch misses.
1-2.
And that's ball one. One out with a runner at second. Lines this one to left. And there's two down.
That time.
Ace Saucedo digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Can't be swinging
0-1.
at pitches that low, particularly in a double play situation like this. And very quickly, it's 0-2 to the DH. Runner at
0-2.
first, one away. Checks the
go?
swing, and now an appeal to first. No swing. Joe McDonald with the call. One-two offering. And a swing and a miss. And there's two away. Runner at first, nobody out.
Hey, clutch up. Your turn right here.
0-1. At a certain point, you have to commit to
0-1.
swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. On the ground to short, could be two. There's one. And two. What a play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Two outs, runner on first base. Ace Saucedo now at the plate. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Looks like he might be willing to
0-2.
chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider ran
am I
away for
doing?
strike three there. So bases are empty with two away. Between the team's loss and his own performance, definitely a Ace Saucedo is on it. Ace Saucedo, the next to hit. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10.
1-0.
Saucedo,
hit off my
patrolling
noggin?
center field, just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Got it started a little too early there, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's up.
That's
Swing and a miss, chases that one, darting out of the zone.
2-2.
I know it was a hitter's count, but that pitch is tough to do damage on. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs and nobody aboard. This one is labeled.
Get out, ball. Get out.
That's back.
let's go, baby. Get it out of here.
A solo blast, and they take the lead. It's 1-0. What a swing he put on that one, sending it over the wall in the opposite field gap.
I can
It
do
takes
that
a
with my
lot
player,
of
but I
power to
can't
hit
do
it
that
out
with
in
you,
that
Gary.
territory. If he can repeat that swing, look out. This one is labeled. And that one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for two. Here comes the throw. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Line drives into center are such high percentage swings. There are a lot of hits to be found out there. Hard hit for a base hit.
Babe! Out of
A 2-out nine.
Come on!
Keeps the inning alive. And the next batter, George Lombard Jr.
back because he's picking me off. No.
Next one's popped in the air into right, and that's that. So no. Coming up to the dish for Springfield is Saucedo. He's already gone yard in this game.
Up the middle, baby! Up the middle!
And that keeps the inning alive.
Guess what we stealing it?
And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. Pickoff move to first.
No, he's in there. Come on, George.
Another throw over. Back in that time as well.
Hey, I need you right here. Let's go.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runner on the go. Hard grounder into the outfield for a hit. Lead runner turns at second. That puts runners at the
Let's
corner.
go, baby! Good base knock!
It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. He put a great swing on that one. Sent it sizzling through the infield. Not much the infielders can do on balls hit that hard. And that'll load the bases.
Runner, take your base.
And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off-speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking him. Cesar Prieto getting ready to hit. Lifted down the left side. Base hit. One run is in. Here's the throw. But it's offline. The run will
Let's go, kid!
3-1 ball.
Let's go, kid!
Here's the third baseman, Jefferson
Up
Valladares.
two, up two, up two, up two, up two.
Line drive for a base hit to right center. Gets on base and keeps it going.
Yep.
So up next, Ace Saucedo. Back in the first inning, he delivered a solo shot that I'm sure he's looking to build on here.
Hey, Big Mama right here. We need you. Here we go. Runner, runner,
There
runner.
goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to
You're above
second.
one strike.
Tag out. They clearly want to try and pad that lead here in the late innings, but he couldn't make it work for them there. The defense did well to not let the offense put them behind the 8-ball.
Hey, dude, USA?
Swings through it for the strikeout. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down. The second baseman will hit next. Ground ball. This one should do it. And that's the ball game.
Let's go, baby!
Always great.
Follow! Gucci ball? Gucci ball? Gucci ball? Gucci ball? Wait. I'm having that on the phone, making friends.
Shut about performance as we grind through the dog days of summer. Play so far is on par with our expectations, but we think there's room for improvement for a 2A player. Fuck you. 19 innings with a .47, so fantastic job. Yeah. He's done a great job hitting lately. Man, fuck you, man. Call me out already. Yeah.
Ace Saucedo. And now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo.
Hey, need you right now. Here we go.
Counts 1-0.
Rolls away a little bit. Saucedo hit a homer in his most recent game. 1-0 pitch. Late on that fastball. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Next one's fouled back. Runner at first, one away. That
Two
one
balls,
way
two
outside.
strikes.
And the count's even at 2. That one
Thank you.
misses. Full count now.
I got eagle eyes. Some pupils. Those pupils.
And ball
All
four.
four. Take my base, beat. What up, K-Mom?
So up next, Chase Davis. Step off, throw to first, and back in there.
So I didn't know you were coming to play.
Left-handed batter waiting. On the ground, 2 ball. Throws to second for 1. Return throw to first. Out. Double play. And here's the left fielder, Samuel Munoz. Now a high fly ball to left center. Saucedo on the move to the alley. Dives and makes the catch.
Let's go.
That's an absolute gut punch for the hitter. That one looked for sure like it was going to fall in. Great defense.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you.
Foul ball there. Deep breath for the pitcher. This is a pretty big jam. Gotta stay composed and execute. The 0-1. Nice eye right there. Serious jam with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's gunning for the strikeout first, and then he needs to try and get a grounder for the double play. Tall task. Double play ball to second. That's out number 1 as the run comes across. Two outs and runners at first and second. Here's the center fielder, Ace Saucedo. Line drive to right.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the throw,
Get home. Get home.
but it's offline.
Let's
It's
go.
a 5-0 ball game.
Way to get home.
Now the
kid.
left fielder, Chase Davis. 1 run in the inning so far. Top half of the 4th. Swing and a high fly to left. Munoz moving under this one. They limit the damage here. Here's the catcher, Nelson Quiroz. And now the 1-2. Line drive to center field. Sliding and hauls it in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Had to make a
I'm
quick
grown.
decision
I made
there.
my own
Dive
decision.
or slide. Perfect technique, able to adjust. 1 out and the bases are empty. Ace Saucedo now at the plate. 1 for 2. Turned on but foul wide of third.
Ball, that's out.
Let's go.
Swings and lifts
Pimped
this
it.
one to
Come on.
center. Way back,
Foot
and
in
it's
my
gonna
bag.
go. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well.
John Cena! Dun, 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 dun!
In this modern age
Dun,
of
dun,
launch
dun,
angles,
dun!
he stayed tall, dropped the bat head, and golfed that one out of here. That's outstanding hitting. That's a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes the throw.
Fucking hose, you fucking stupid
He's
bitch!
out, cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 gone, and the bases loaded.
Go on,
Stepping
hit
to
it
the
soon.
plate for Tulsa,
Hit it
Taylor Young. Base hit, right field. 1 run comes in, and that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. He'll score 2. That's a 2-run single, and they cut the lead to 2. And now, Griffin Lockwood Powell.
Come on!
Here comes the 1-1. And there's a hit. Boots it. 1 runs in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Throw home, not in time.
I can't believe you
Scores.
bothered it.
They've tied it up
can't
in
believe
the
you bothered
bottom of the 9th. Extra inning set to start, and now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo.
Oh and 1.
This one in the air to right. Biddison.
Get 3, get 3, get 3, get 3. Go, 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 go.
Runner tags at second.
Anybody!
Throws offline, safe at third. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Digging in for the Drillers, Mike Sirota. Out to center. Saucedo settles under it.
3-3, relay.
Makes the call and the grab. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Not in time.
Oh.
He's safe. And here's the catcher, Nelson Quiroz. Nunez is just 1 strike away. Line drive, that's a base knock. In comes the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. And they cut the lead to 2. And the next batter, Jainer Fernandez. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. On the ground. That's the ball game.
Let's go. Y'all didn't choke it. Jeez. 2 for 4, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ace Saucedo is on it. And now the DH, Ace Saucedo. Homered last night.
No, wait. Scurve change up fast.
Added another hit as well. And fires in a heater at 95.
0-1's the count. 1 strike.
Ball. Come on.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound.
So cap, man.
Runner at first. Ace Saucedo digs in now.
Saucedo.
0-1 struck out swinging last time.
Ball 1.
On the ground to second, might be 2. 1 down.
Step out. Yeah.
Digging in for the Cardinals, Ace Saucedo. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. This one popped. And there's 1 down. All set to start the 9th inning in this
0 for
one.
3,
Coming
I
up to the
got
dish
it.
for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. He swings and fouls one off. Dreyer measures 6'2". He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and occasionally mixes in a cutter.
I got 1
Slider
ball,
misses
1 strike.
away.
Occasionally mixes in. You got a question? What's your question?
And that one hammered. It's got a chance.
Get out of here.
On the warning track and hauls it in.
How was that not a perfect?
So digging
How was that not a
in.
perfect?
Braden go.
Why do I bet? Because I can't.
He'll need better showings than this one if he
Because
wants
I'm
to.
grown and I make my own decisions. Because it's nobody else's business.
Ace Saucedo with a blend of raw talent. So up next, Ace Saucedo.
I'm a grown ass man. I can do what I want.
And a pop-up
Bitch
in foul
ass shit,
territory
man.
on the right side. Makes the catch. Inning over. End of a half inning of play. No
I
score.
drink too. What you gonna say about that?
Now at the dish, Samuel Munoz. And the curve
Aye.
drops in there for a strike.
Okay. Kind of what I was reaction I was expecting.
Hard ground ball.
That K is
base
how
hit.
I felt when you asked me the question.
And the leadoff hitter aboard. He
I
was
understand
all over that
all
one.
the
Great back control on
repercussions
that
that
pitch.
come with
Got
it.
a pitch on the outside, let it travel deep into the zone, and ripped it the other way for the knock. Now, Austin Gauthier kicks and delivers. Strike 2.
Vaping causes cancer, so does a lot of other stuff.
Pitches in the dirt.
Like iPhones, they do. iPhones.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around second on his way to third. And here comes the runner. Runner scores and they have the lead. Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. I'm impressed that he could keep that one fair down the right field line. Showed off a nice clean swing
If you
and
didn't know.
strong wrists to make
If
sure
you
it landed
didn't
in
know.
fair territory. This to third. That's the first out.
Just so you know.
Now it's the right fielder, Nick Biddison. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Fouled off, he was late. And the 0-1 now.
All 1.
1 out with a runner at
What's your
second.
question?
And that one fouled off. And there's
That's
a ball.
ball 2.
This one's in the dirt. Struck him out with a
Get him out of here.
breaking ball.
Do I got that Riz? No.
Coming up to the dish for Tulsa, Mike
I
Sirota.
got a girlfriend.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Riz is gone. Damn. Okay.
Smash to left field, but snagged for the out.
He said you got that Riz.
Bottom half of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Yoendry Vargas.
Yoinkers!
In there at
Ha!
strike one.
Sight, I'm the Riz master. What you mean?
Ball, that's outside.
What you mean? I'm the reason they came up with the word Riz.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Someone saw me out there just bah, bah, bah. I was like, you know what?
That
Ball
misses. 2 balls, 2
Somebody
strikes.
Riz.
2-2 the count.
Like, what is risen? Aura. Huh?
Right back to him on the mound. And there's one away.
Wait, you got that Riz or
Yeah,
something?
Nelson Quiros didn't play in the day game yesterday.
Let's see
Could
that
be fresh
Riz.
for
Let's
this
see
one.
if you can Riz me up.
That clips the zone.
0-1.
Not how you think. I'm just out. It's just spitting game.
That one fouled off.
Like, what game you got? I ain't trying to get. Like,
Here's
ain't
the
nothing
0-2
but to
pitch.
happen.
Grounder to third. Jobert.
Oh!
Passes to first.
He's out.
Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
And now it's going to be Jainer Fernandez.
Yoinker!
Clear
Ah!
that he's confident in his breaking
0-1's the
ball in
count.
this one. That one ripped, but foul. 2 outs, bases empty.
And Outski.
Line drive, base hit. It's been a tough run
You
at
guys
the
are
plate for him.
ass!
He needed that base hit. Good job to stay
Yoink!
back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the
0-1.
bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a rocket. Should be extra bases. And that gets down in the corner. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. It's offline and the run scores. And they lead by 2 now.
Are you shitting
Digging
me?
in, Samuel Munoz. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so
outside.
far. Man at second with 2 down. Ground ball up the middle. Prieto. That ends the inning
About
and limits the damage.
time.
They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Heading on now to the top of the third. The Drillers lead it 2-0.
Did you realize these are cubes?
This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in
These are not flowers. Where's the flower? It could be the Audi sign. While you're looking at that and figuring out,
your home without your permission, call Benson, Looper, and James for a free consultation today.
see, I'll tip you.
In the air to left. That's pretty deep. Puts it away for the out.
Thanks, babe.
Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall.
Yoink.
Lockwood Powell, batting with 1 down, takes a
0-1's the
strike.
count.
1 out and the base is empty. Swings through it.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
a gunner.
Set down on strikes. Called strike 3
so
on a
quick.
fastball up
To
in the
the
zone. And now the right fielder, Nick Biddison, struck out looking the first time up.
Ball.
Biddison measures 5'10",
Ball one, no
190
strike.
pounds,
Where do you got
and
this
he's been
from?
hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Fouled off left side. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the back end of the third inning.
Psych is worth 10 mil. I mean,
Close
Ball 2.
one, but doesn't get the call. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he'll get the call later.
quit playing.
3 balls, 1 strike.
You want me to get him gone? I'll get him gone. You ain't
Got the bat
got him
straight.
gone.
Nice
Stupid
job out
ass
there as he
bitch.
gets him 1, 2, 3. No
Stupid
run.
ass bitch.
Man on at first. Next up for the Cardinals, Ace Saucedo.
Need you right here.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
What a rip.
Hard hit for a base hit. The tying run is a
Come on.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock.
need you right
Turn your phone on and look at it. You so scared. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I said I'm sorry. I apologize. Chat, you heard it. I faked
That's
it.
the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Swing, soft line drive. Off balance speed, there's 1 and 2. What a play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Welcome back. The Drillers at the dish in the bottom of inning number 4. Base hit, that was smoke through the infield. Runner on base to start the inning.
You a bitch!
Yoendry Vargas getting ready to hit. 1 of 4 with a
Y'all better
double
roll
in
too
yesterday's game.
Y'all better
Late swing,
motherfucking roll too. Here, Stoop. Y'all better roll too. Here,
The
Stoop.
Drillers were founded in 1977, with their name being a tribute to the oil industry so associated with Tulsa. The
Hey!
city was once known as the oil capital of the world. On the ground to second. Off balance speed, there's 1. Throw to first, but not
I
in
fucking
time.
hate you, 78. I hate you, 78.
Next to bat for the Drillers, Nelson
Hate you.
Quiroz grounded out the first time up. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Ball 1.
Pretty clear he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground.
Hey!
In for a strike. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. 1-2 offering. Swing.
Ah!
Chase the fastball up
Come
the
on
ladder
now.
for strike 3. Here's the
we
second
winning,
baseman,
baby.
Jainer Fernandez. Singled and scored the first time around. Oh, what a great play. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So no runs here on a base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the third baseman, Taylor Young.
Ball.
And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chases that one in the dirt. In
Right.
time. 1 away on the strike.
Now batting.
The lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Samuel Munoz. Singled and scored back in the first. 1 for 2 so far.
Hey.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Foul
Right,
ball there.
so
1-2, here's the pitch. Grounder to first, and it goes just foul.
I saw was gonna make it there too.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good eye
That's a
there. What a take with 2 strikes. And that's ripped into left for a base hit.
If that was me.
So 1 on
I'm
now
out.
with 1 away.
It's caught. I guess my team's just the worst.
Really
pitches in
trusted
the
his
world.
hands and let the ball travel on that pitch, and it allowed him to go the other way for the hit. Gauthier, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing
0-1.
there. Next pitch, in for a strike. Goes down on strikes, and he really should have offered at that one.
Now batting.
Griffin Lockwood Powell, the next to hit.
Lockwood Powell.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
1-1-1.
Right side, hard hit.
1-1-1.
There with plenty of time. Inning over. 1 hit. So up next, Ace Saucedo. 1 for 2. Puts this one in the air down the line. Munoz drifts towards it. And 2 away now.
They hoeing me, what?
All set. They turn things over to the southpaw, Jack Ralston. A shot at save number 1 this season.
Slider 4-seam circle. Oh.
Ball 1.
Hernandez, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. This offense is looking a bit
1-1.
stagnant right now. They need to shake it off and get something going. Swing lifted to left field.
Damn.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the bases are
Always a
empty
shade too early.
with 2 away. Saucedo went 5 innings on the mound in this start.
Yeah, that's cool. Not really. Stupid.
Ace Saucedo is on it. So digging in, Ace Saucedo.
Pitch. No one better up there.
Change of fastball. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the slider fastball.
Let's go, Sam.
Whatever.
That's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
What a rip.
That one must have felt pure coming off the bat. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Throw over to the bag, dives back in safely.
Not even close.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right now.
Back over to first, and they're keeping the runner close. Soft contact in the air, pulls it in, 2 away. Throw behind the runner and doubled off.
No way.
No outs, runner at first. Digging in for the Cardinals, Ace Saucedo. Fly ball, right field.
Get down, you stupid bitch.
And there's 1 away.
Now batting. The center.
All set for the start of this inning. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo.
Saucedo.
Saucedo
Saucedo.
stands 6'10", just 21 years old, and he's knocked in double-digit runs in his last 10 games. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane?
0-1's the
Yes,
count.
it's a strike.
Fastball, slider, change up, 2-seam. Fastball, slider, change up. Fastball, change up, slider.
In the air to center,
No way.
Sirota.
That should be.
1 up, 1 down. 2 away here, nobody on. Next up for the Cardinals, Ace Saucedo.
Saucedo. Saucedo. Saucedo. Saucedo.
Ball, that's out.
Ball! That's out! Slider forcing check. Slider.
He must have been sitting on something off speed.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
2 outs, bases empty.
That's one the slider. Okay.
Lifted in the air, right field.
That's the fakest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning.
This shit is so dumb.
Stepping in,
Ball
Chase
4,
Davis.
take the base. Out. 3. Out. 3.
Let's go.
No complaints about getting a team win.
Get a little on there. We'll take one.
Ace Saucedo is on a tear so far. So 2 down. And here is Ace Saucedo. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs. He swings and fouls one off.
Oh, almost got it.
Late swing, fouled it off.
Fucking Nat.
The pitcher challenged him with a good fastball, and he wasn't equal to it. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And it's 3 up.
Fudge!
Nobody on with 1 out. At the plate, Austin Gauthier. Base hit to left center. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it.
Fastball, slider, curve. Fastball, slider, curve.
Saucedo in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Late on that fastball. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Lines this one to left.
That's fake!
Grab, and that's
That's
the out.
fake!
1 gone and a runner on at first. Ace Saucedo now at the plate.
Clutch up and drive him in right here. Here you go.
And they say he went.
0-1.
Perfect place at a good time.
The 0-1 from the lefty. Up the middle. Nice stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. I love the backhand stop he made, but he took a little longer than you'd like to get rid of the ball. Still, good internal clock to know how much time he had, and he makes the throw to get the out. A laser into the outfield. Racing over to make the catch. So 2 on and 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Ace Saucedo.
We got this, chat.
Fouled off. He was late. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. Pretty far
1-1.
inside
Good
and
slider.
gets out of the way.
Hey, your turn right
That's a
here.
good slider.
Drive him in. Your turn.
Slider. Early.
The
No way,
Cardinals
bro. You guys
with
are
the
so...
go-ahead run in the batter's box. This one high in the air, out to left center. Pretty
No
deep.
way that's not going. No
And that returns
way!
inside. Griffin Lockwood Powell will
Stressing
hit
me
next.
out here, Chad. They're stressing me out. I'm about to crash out off.
That one hammered center field. It's got a chance.
Yeah, here we go. Relay,
It's
relay,
off
hit
the
me.
top of the wall. 1 run comes across. Headed for the plate. Now A dive for the tag. Out. And
Fucking hell.
nobody on and two.
Fuck.
I think he may find a way to get some extra cage time after this one. He may feel like he didn't do enough to lift them.
Damn, I just...
Ace Saucedo getting... So 2 down. And now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo. Inside corner, that's a strike.
I didn't want that. Fastball quick changeup.
Oh, not the best swing from the former first rounder.
No
Looks at
balls,
one,
2
then
strikes.
swings
No.
at one, and quickly he's down 0-2. Time to simplify
1
your
ball,
approach at the plate.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Curve. Two seams. Let's go.
Hard grounder into
Let's
the
go.
outfield for a hit. That keeps the inning going. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chase Davis. Snap throw to first. Back in
He's
safe,
in.
really close. One and one. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second. There in plenty of time, ends the inning.
You a
So no runs.
teammate. You a bitch.
Welcome back to
teammate.
Tulsa, top of the 4th
You a
inning.
bitch teammate.
Swing and a
You
miss,
a
nice changeup.
bitch.
You know, you may
Home
not
run,
think of
count.
Tulsa as being a hot spot of air travel, but in 1930, it laid claim to having the busiest
You a
airport in the
Ball
world.
2.
Teammate.
More passengers flew through here than Berlin, Paris, or London. Oh, and 2, and the delivery. It's ball 1.
That's a ball.
Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. And next, the cleanup hitter, Nick Biddison. Base hit, center field. Lead runners around second. Throw into third. The tag out.
Canned. Can of worms.
Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. 1 for 2.
I said no. I don't like that.
Hey, no one better here.
Be funny one day we just see him laying there.
That's a ball.
Saucedo stands 6 foot
Count
10,
1-0.
205 pounds. A former first rounder in 2024.
2 balls.
This is
no
not.
strikes.
This boy not know how to throw a fucking strike or something.
And really needs to show better command on this pitch. Here comes the 2-0. And another ball.
In.
Ready for this?
Late on that fastball.
3 balls.
Oh.
1 strike.
Proud of the timing.
Runner on the move. Ball
Nope.
4 there. Time
Ball
is on
4
base.
there.
Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, Chase Davis.
No one better. Clutch up right here, kid.
This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the run from second. It's 2-1. Coming to the plate. He stops now, and he gets back into third safely. We'll Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Great rip on that one. Checks on the runner, dives back in. Safe.
I can take two for sure.
Go ahead, run at second. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Back to third. Back in that time.
You ain't getting me, boy. You ain't getting me, boy. You ain't getting me, boy.
Now a third pickoff over to third. Oh, caught up in a rundown. And they put the
You know what's
tag on.
bogus?
That's the
I
third
didn't hit
inning
that
over.
bitch
They get a run on
14
one hit.
times.
Squares. So two down.
They
Digging in
sold
for the
me,
Drillers,
but I hit it
Landry
twice,
Douglas.
and they had me going down the line like I was over here just
0-2,
trying to.
rocks and fires.
Damn, man.
Lines this one to center. Dives, but can't make the catch. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw in, and he's out. Seventh inning up next. The Drillers on top, 2-1. We go to the ninth, and now Ace Saucedo.
Sinker sweeper slider. Sinker sweeper slider. Ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Thanks for hanging out with me.
Swing and
That
a
should be
high fly to
absolutely
left.
pissed on pipe dog.
It's pretty far back.
Like your grandma.
Makes the grab, one away. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs.
Put him up here and then keep him. Show him it's okay. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Look, he's like, wait. This ain't too bad. Now I can see it now. Thought it was so
Two
terrible.
away
We
and a
thought
runner
you
at
was
first.
putting you
The
in a
catcher
death trap,
digs
didn't
in
he?
now.
He laid there once he was out. It ain't too bad. Maybe I'll lay there next time.
The 3-0 pitch. Next up for the Cardinals.
You're out.
Gotta be a frustrating day. The team lost, and he had a game that he knows isn't up there with his best. He wasn't outright bad, but this wasn't his finest hour.
That'd be funny as shit. Yeah, 19, $0.72 a field. Mess with my motherfucking block, what? Don't mess with my Legos, what? That ain't food.
Ace
You gonna lay
Saucedo has been
down.
making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young.
All eyes on the
So
young
two down.
feller.
Next to hit, Ace Saucedo.
Saucedo.
Two fastball slider change up.
Cut on and missed. 0-1. At a
Oh,
certain
you
point, you
bitch-ass
have to
dude.
commit to swing or
Bitch-ass
hit
dude.
on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. Swings through it. He's
Am I
really
that
attacking
old?
the zone,
Really
so the
bad,
hitter
really?
has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing. Gets a piece there, we'll do
Now
it
it's
again.
very late. No. You can't tell me very early.
2 outs
I wait
and
a half
nobody
second
aboard.
more and then
Gets a piece, stays alive. That one out to right. Rambush on the move. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. After 3 straight fouls, he has to feel like he's getting closer to squaring one up. That misses, and the count is 1-2. That's smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. Struck out swinging. Nice job out there as he gets one gone, runner at first. Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. This one to right. And it stays fair. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
go.
No time wasted here. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. In the dirt, runner going for second. The throw, tag, he's out. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. And now the DH, Ace Saucedo. Time called for. Diaz, 28 years old, and he's a native of Venezuela. Swings and misses, and that's strike 1. They haven't mustered much offense yet, but they're not that far down. One mistake could put them right in this thing. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. Puts it away for the out. Ace Saucedo digs in now. 1 for 3.
Let's go 2 for 4. You gotta at least go 2 for 4.
Ball.
Really frustrating day for the manager. This offense isn't showing a whole lot right now. The Travelers up big in this game. Here in the bottom half of the 8th.
Ball, that's
With a
off the
6
Oh,
lead,
that's
no reason to
that's
be too
inside.
fine with the hitter. You have to attack hitters in this.
Inside.
Hey!
Hey! 3-1 count here.
This one is labeled. That's got a
Yeah.
chance. Leaping, brought it back. Runner at first.
3.
He'll need better showings than this one if he wants to advance.
Why can't I get
Ace Saucedo is getting ready. Just about set to go. And on the mound in this one, Ace Saucedo. We're well into the season. With the success he's having on the hill, his odds of advancing look quite good. Leonardo Rivas, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. High fly ball down the line and
catch
left.
it, bitch? Catch it!
That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down, and if there's a lane, this one is labeled. It slams off the bottom of the wall. Into second safely, it's a leadoff double to start the game. Everything came together on that swing. Might have missed a homer just by a grain or 2 on the bat there. As it is, though, he hit it well enough to keep it out of the reach of the right fielder, and he got extra bases out of it. Nice job. Here's the second baseman, Nick Dunn. Runner at second with nobody
That's a
out.
ball.
Defense
That's
will
a
need to
fake
make some
shove.
plays to
Counts
avoid
1-0.
allowing that run. And that one fouled off. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball down the line,
Go catch it!
and that is a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Rivas at second with nobody out. Oh, that got the batter pretty flush. And now it's runners at first and second. Spencer Packard, the next to hit. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Soft contact in the air, down the line, and it's foul. First and second here with nobody out. Ground ball left side, could be two. One at second. That is a terrific double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Next up for the Travs, Hogan Windish. It's in the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. Runner stays put at third base. The 1-0 pitch.
Aye. 1-1.
Fly ball, right field. Cordoba. And that is out number 3.
Go.
One hit. Runner at first with one gone. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. Hit on the ground, might be two. Slings to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Next up for the Cardinals, Chris Rotondo. Move to first.
Safe.
And the pitch. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Done. Play made. That ends the inning. First frame.
That's the craziest shit.
Top half of the second from Springfield. And now the right fielder, Blake Rambush.
Strike one.
Strike one. Strike one. Yoinkers. Strike two.
Next one's popped in the air into right.
Better catch that.
Pulls it in.
Soft
There's
ass
one
boy.
away. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Ryland Thomas.
Oh, and 1.
Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the
Stupid ass boy, yeah. I'll talk my shit going down the line,
Stepping to the
fool.
plate for Arkansas, number 6. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win.
Ah!
0-1's the count.
Lifted in the air to right center. Rotondo on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check. We move on to the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Victor Labrada. Labrada stands at 5 feet 8 inches, batting 8th today, and he's a native of Cuba.
Ball.
You a bitch for not swinging. You a bitch, you bitch.
Wallops this one out towards right center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily
I was
with
like,
a
go
leadoff
for it, you
double.
fucking pussy ass bitch.
He was all over that one. With balls into the gaps like that one, hitters know they can think about extra bases and make that wide turn around first base. That's a great swing. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball. That's inside.
We're here in the top half of the third. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. One away on a drop third strike.
One away.
Nice job behind the dish.
One down.
Back to the top of the order.
Alright.
Digging in for the Travelers, Leonardo Rivas. Drove it off the wall last
Hey.
time, just missed going
0-1's
yard.
the count.
Top of the third, no score. In the air to left center. grabs it on the run.
Oh, dude. Bro, you know what it reminds me? How did you not catch the other
Digging
two?
in,
The other
Nick
game,
Dunn.
you fucking dirty ass bitch.
There's a strike. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Slow bender drops in for a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact.
That's out.
Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. A little bit
Fastball,
hot.
2.
Wow, he's showing outstanding
2-2,
discipline with 2 strikes.
Fucking computer ass bitch.
Spoils that one. It
Computer-ass
remains
bitch.
2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Come on, bro. Quit fouling shit off, you show stupid ass.
Swings at the big bender
Exactly.
for the K.
What'd I say? Stupid ass.
So up next, Ace Saucedo. 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice the first time. We'll see how well the field holds up with the way the rain is coming down. Drainage is a problem with some playing surfaces in the minors, but so far, this field is still playable. Something that bears watching, though. Fouled off down the right side. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Ripped into the
Rip.
outfield. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. Coming to the plate.
Let's go.
Scores easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2 now.
Little RBI single.
Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, Chris Rotondo. Pickoff move to first. Dives back in safely.
Save.
Back over to first, and back again.
Save.
Saucedo leads off of first with 2 away.
Runner, yes,
There
yes.
goes the runner. Swings, soft line drive. And that is a base hit. Here comes the throw. There in plenty of time ends the inning.
What doesn't make sense, bro?
Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. Welcome back to Springfield, Missouri, top of the 4th inning.
Steve,
With his
right?
teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this
0-1.
an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. Chopper, right side, Prieto. And plenty of time to first. Now at the plate, Hogan Windish. Hard liner to first, snag for the out. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it
Ball 1, no
goes.
strike.
Rambush, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one
2
not
balls,
close.
no strike.
This is a more patient at bat than we've seen from the rest of this lineup. He's done well to get ahead 2-0. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. 2 outs, bases empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
You a lying ass bitch.
Significant opportunity now with a good runner on first and 2 away. A big secondary lead can turn into a
that's
run
out.
with a ball in the gap. Thomas, in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Fly ball out to center.
I got it. You got it.
And that'll do it. All set for the start of this inning. And here's the catcher, number 6. That one fouled off. 0-1 now. In the air, out towards right center.
I got
This
it, I
one
got
pretty
it.
far
Mine,
back.
mine.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And we got to see him turn on the jets there and motor after that ball to track it down. That's always a fun kind of play to watch. Labrada,
Ball,
the
that's
next to
out.
hit, takes outside. Fly ball, left field,
Mine.
Davis. 2 down. Yoiner Fajardo now at the plate, 0 for 1. The Travelers, trailing by 2, were in the top of the 5th inning. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. And that's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Fudge. Nuggets.
Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit.
Piece of shit, man.
And that
Ain't
is
that
going
a
to bring the
piece of
tying
shit,
run
man?
to the plate. Batting order turns over. Coming up to the dish for Arkansas, Leonardo Rivas. 1 for 2. And foul ball. That one in the air to center field.
Mine, I got it.
Pulls it down. On to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Dunn. Dunn, 28 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. That one in there. That's strike 1. On the ground, right side, Prieto. And there's 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Packard. Bash down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1 now. Foul ball there. 1 out and the base is empty. That's off the mark. 1 and 2 the count.
1 ball.
That's an 0-2
strikes.
fastball that most hitters will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it.
Ball, that's
Can't let it go
upstairs.
by a second time. 2-2. And he grounds it to the right side. Collects it. Safe at first.
What?
And next, the cleanup hitter, Hogan Windish. That one catches the zone. The Travelers, with the tying run at the dish, crushes this one to left and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. That's gotta feel good, and we are all... So they turn things over to the righty, Jack Ralston. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though.
Ball 1.
Saucedo up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Pop up, foul on the right side. Packard settles under this one. And there's 1 down. At the plate, Ace Saucedo, 1 for 3.
Stupid ass game.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
Line drive, and it's caught. 2 out, and both the tying and go.
We win.
Saucedo.
Yay! I'm ass. Yay! Yay!
Ace Saucedo with a remarkable. Next up, Ace Saucedo.
Saucedo.
If I Chad, I shit my pants.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1 now.
I got one ball, one
Runner
strike.
on at third, one away. And the count 1-2.
Hey.
You don't like me.
Runs the high heat past him for the strikeout.
You're so mean.
Had to get the strikeout with the infielders playing back. That sets up a pretty big 2-out at bat. 1 out and the base is empty. Ace Saucedo. Swing, and this one's hit high and deep. It's way back. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one. Aggressive approach paid off there. Found something he could hit. Great swing. Not quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell it was going to be extra bases as soon as it got over his head and left. Now we'll see if they can crack the scoreboard first. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Rotondo. To the right side. Takes it to first for the out. So a runner at third and 2 outs. Chase Davis getting ready to hit. Here comes the 2-2. In the dirt. Wow, that is a great job behind the dish there. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 out.
Clutch up, drive him in right here. Come on, let's go.
Swing and a chopper. Emerson. And that's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th. No score. So 2 down. Digging in for the Cardinals. Ace Saucedo.
I give you $20.
Saucedo stands 6'10", just 21 years old. And while he's usually in the outfield, today he's the designated hitter.
That's not a strike.
The 0-1 offering. Grounder to short. Collects. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So another good inning. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play.
That's a ball.
Good job to let the low one go there. Late on that fastball. Textbook pitching.
1-1.
Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work.
Nope. That's inside.
Might have released that curve a little too soon. It backed up on him a bit. The Cardinals. with
I
the
get a
tying
bubble
run at the
drink.
dish. Missed
that's it.
inside, and that's ball 3. Ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. And now, Chris Rotondo. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tying run is...
This egg when you get up. She literally, as I was picking the phone up, texted. As I was picking the phone up, she texted me. You said, I'll bring it by shortly after. We really gotta go to work.
is at first.
Here we go. No one better.
And the righty fires.
Runner.
Puts a bunt down. Whips it to first in time. And there's one away. Incredible bare hand effort there. Love to see that. Here in the bottom of the ninth, and the home team is trying to rally and at least tie this one up. Now here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Now 2 away, and they get a run across. And now the first baseman, William Sullivan. 1-1 pitch now.
2 balls.
Rolls
1
away
strike.
a little bit. No advance on the bases. Good job behind the dish. Checks on the runner. Dives back in safely. Trying to eke out at least 1 run and send this ball game to extras.
Hey, no one better, huh?
On the ground to third. And that's the ball game. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Ace Saucedo is on a tear so far this season, leading. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Packard.
Spencer Packard.
Mastroboni takes his lead at first with nobody out.
You think he went down, but
That's a base hit.
of course, I didn't
Around
pause it.
second, on the way to third. And here comes the runner. Here's the relay to the plate. The tag
On the
out.
tag. He's out.
Now a chance for Ace Saucedo. Making a lot of contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Damn. Too bad it's one. Dude.
Ball.
On the ground to the left, Fajardo. Play made, that ends the inning. The lineup flips over. And now the shortstop, Leonardo Rivas. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's off the wall. The throw in, coming around third. Comes across to score. Picks himself up an RBI. Pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. Saucedo, the batter now, whiffs for
0-1.
strike 1. With this big a lead, no reason to be tentative on the mound. Attack the zone and let your defense do the work
that's just
behind
out.
you. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a drive.
Come on, ball. Get up. Get up.
And
Let's
it's
go.
outta here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked.
Rip kid.
Base hit. Lead runner to
That was
second, so
ugly.
2 on and nobody out. Braden Jobert will hit next. And now the 3-0 pitch. And that'll load the
Ball four,
bases.
that's it.
Forward, take your
4
base.
pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Cesar Prieto, the next to hit. In the air to the right. Snags that one. Runners tagging from second and third. In to score from third. And it's 11-2. 1 out and runners on the corners. Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, number 41. Tapped softly to the right side. Mastroboni. It's there for the out. Runner scores from third. Ace Saucedo digs in now. He's already gone yard in this game.
Ball.
That's smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. Foul ball there.
No.
Still just one out here in the inning.
Too fast to slide.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2.
Too fast like change. Too fast like change.
Here it comes. And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
You try.
This pitch popped
That's
up.
so bad.
Settles under it. 2 away now. 2 away here, nobody on. Saucedo getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this ball game. Some nasty action on his sinker.
0-1's the
And
count.
hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. This pitch popped up. Packer. And that is the ball game.
And that is the ball game.
Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how he performs. Ace Saucedo getting locked in. So digging in, Nick Dunn.
The second baseman.
Runner at second with nobody out. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Now a long throw home. Runner scores and they have the lead, 1-0. And now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo, homered last night, added another hit as well. Very
That's
hot
1-0.
with that one.
Outside, that's a ball.
That's not going to entice a disciplined hitter to swing. Got to bring that slider closer to the plate.
Hey!
2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2 and 2 now. Winds, kicks, here's the pitch.
Get out.
Hard hit, but right to him and left. As we go to the top of the fourth,
That's the
stepping
dumbest
in,
shit ever.
Logan
If I get
Windish.
that shit, it should be a hit.
This one is labeled. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around first, hustling for 2.
Relay, hit me.
Now around second and digging for 3.
Run it. 4.
Makes it into third with a leadoff triple. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. So up next, Ace Saucedo, 0 for 1 so far. Love how he's
0-1.
attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see.
Ah!
2 outs and nobody aboard. This to third. There in plenty of time ends the inning. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Travelers lead it 2-0. Back to the top of the order here. Stepping in, the switch hitting shortstop, Leonardo Rivas. The Travelers trying to break this game open. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fly to left. Saucedo sizes this one. Got it. Runner tagging from third. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Safe at home. And now they're up by 3. Here's the center fielder, Ace Saucedo. Slap the other way, foul ball. So
That's what I'm
one up
talking
now
about.
with one away. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and
That's what
I
I'm
don't think
talking
that
about.
one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. Quick check on the runner at first. Back in safely on the dive. Another throw over, and they're keeping the runner close. Here comes the 0-1. Runner on the move. Hard hit, right side. They get one. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Two away and a runner in scoring position here. And now at the plate, Braden Jobert.
Hey, your turn right here.
The 0-1. Hit in the air, right field. And that's the third out.
Dang it.
Now at the dish, Ace Saucedo. 1 for 3.
1-0.
The skipper needs to settle his players down out there. They're playing tight, and it's hurting them.
2-0.
Lefty still on the mound, but the closer warming in the bullpen. Oh, nice play. And the throw. And what a play! Ball game. Just a so-so performance at the plate. So he'll...
Oh my. I'm like this. Been on with nothing like that. I was like, I know. Not good.
Ace Saucedo.
Ace Saucedo.
Next is the designated hitter, Ace Saucedo.
Hey!
Good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Hits in
Get him,
each of the
Astro.
last
Get
6
him.
games. Swings through the fastball
Ah!
in the zone.
Get him.
Didn't do a good
Get
enough
him.
job of timing up the pitcher's
Get him.
fastball, judging by that swing.
Get him. Get him, Astro.
Off the
Ball
mark
one.
there.
Get him.
Ball 1.
Get him. Get him. Get him, Astro. Get him. Get him. Get him.
The pitch. Up and in.
Get him, Astro. Get him.
It's ball 2.
Get him. Get him, Astro. Get him. Staring at him.
And it's strike 2.
Get him.
2-2 the count.
Get him. Get him, Astro.
Next one's popped in the air into right.
Get him.
No trouble
Get
here.
him,
Puts it
Astro.
away for
Whoop
the
his
out.
ass.
And now 2 down.
Get him. Go get him. Go get him.
1 gone and runners at second and third. Next up for the Cardinals, Ace Saucedo. Hammers this one in the air deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A massive shot. A 3-run home run. And they tie it up. It's 3-3. Next up, the designated hitter, Ace Saucedo. 1 on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Sliced hard, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
9-4.
Saucedo. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. This one in the air to right. Mastroboni under it.
Ha!
That ends the inning.
Give. Go get me. Go get. Go get.
Coming up to the dish for Springfield,
Go
Ace
here.
Saucedo. He's
Go
already
here.
homered in this ball game.
Go get.
Ball, that's out.
Fly ball to right. Labrada moving to
No!
hauls it in for the out.
It's not even loud. Get.
Base is empty with 2 out. And next, the cleanup hitter, Chris Rotondo. Always great to see a player as locked in as he was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see him deliver.
Get my toe make kisses.
What you want? What you want?
He wants to play. You gonna play with him?
What you want?
Ace Saucedo, fresh off a standout. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. Saucedo clobbered a homer in his last game. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Swings and misses. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2. Now a chance for the center fielder. Just missed.
That's a fucking strike, you pussy.
Late on that fastball. He
Just
must have
like
been
that.
sitting on
Strike.
something off speed. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. Hauls it in on the run. Jerry Rojas getting ready to hit. Great with the glove, but some inconsistency for him offensively. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Don't go. Don't you?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive should be extra bases, and that's into the corner. Around first, hustling for 2. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. It's been a tough one at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep. In the air to left center. Should be extra bases. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Fouled off. He was late.
Ball one.
Brooks leads away at second. 1 out. That one is smoked. Right field. It's carrying. Hauls it in. 2 away.
Oh, won't you?
Leonidas DeVries now at the plate. A lot of clutch hitting recently. More than an RBI per game over the last 10.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1.
Ball.
He swings and
I
fouls
just
one
got
off.
that energy in me. I can, I'm sorry.
Man at second with 2 down.
Yeah.
Struck out swinging. They limit the damage here.
That's what's looking
1
at. You
run,
better
a
shut
pair
the
of
fuck up
hits,
before
no
she
errors,
whoop
and
your
1
ass.
left on. 1 inning in the books here. The mission's out in front, 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and here is Francisco Acuna.
Number 58.
That just misses. Ball 1.
Mama was like, meow. Yeah, I gotta go shower.
And that one fouled off.
What are you doing? Why? You already took one.
Here comes the 1-1.
You already took one.
Grounder to third, Salazar.
It's not like doing the round.
1 away.
He's out.
Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, number 7.
It was a sharp.
Rounds it to short.
Okay.
Rivas. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second
She
inning.
talking shit,
And here
chat.
at the plate, Albert Fabian.
She got a dirty booty anyway.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Home team down by 1. Bottom half of the second inning.
It's my dirty booty. Ah!
That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. Grounder left side, and that's just foul.
Amazing.
Pitches in the dirt. What a
Grace.
take with 2 strikes. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive.
These motherfuckers cheating.
That one must have felt pure coming off the bat. Nice line drive cut there, had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away. Back-to-back
I promise
singles.
y'all.
Man, that pitch was tattooed. 108 miles per hour of exit velocity, and that's usually going to get you enough.
Easy lemon squeeze.
In the air to left. And it falls. 1 runs in. Coming to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. A clutch at bat, and could be one of the biggest ones of the game as they jump ahead by 1. You talk about strong hands. He's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone, and he still got enough of it for the hit to the opposite field. Out to center, Rotondo. Under it.
Had
That
2
is
outs,
the
and these
inning,
motherfuckers
and
didn't want to get one. Ah!
The designated hitter, Ace Saucedo. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Swing, high fly ball to center field.
That's a home run.
Under it. 2 away now. Ready to go. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Trenton
The
Brooks.
first baseman, Trenton.
Not even
Counts 1-0.
close there. And that is ball one. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second base. Menlinger. One away.
He's out.
Now back.
Romeo Sanabria digs in now.
Sanabria.
That one called a strike. 0-1. Sanabria goes 6 feet 3 inches, 22 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 offering. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Missions, Leodalis DeVries. Struck out swinging the first time. In the dirt. You've got good instincts and you see the ball's going to hit the dirt. You can take off early and try to move up. Wasn't able to advance that time. Church on the way over. Can't get there. Now maybe extra bases. Lead runner turns at second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
I'm baffled.
Francisco Acuna will hit next. And he has struggled this year. This one in the air, center field. Rotondo in position. There to make the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 4-2. Digging in for the Missions, number 7. Grounded out to short the first time. Right through there for a strike. This is the kind of early chance you can't let slip away. They have to bring him in from scoring position because you don't know the next time you'll get an opportunity like this. Puts this one in the air down the line, and that drops foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a curve misses outside. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting. Base hit! They extend their lead as the runner scores from
Getting
second.
fucked up,
It's an RBI single.
All right.
3-run game, it's 5-2. So digging in, Albert Fabian singled and scored the first time around. High fly ball down the line and left. And he makes a spectacular catch. Welcome back. The Mission's at the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. If you're looking for a delicious sweet treat, the concession stands here in San Antonio have paletas, pan dulce, buñuelos, churros, raspas. Are you still listening? Go get some. Twice now he's let a high strike go by, and the pitcher's gotten ahead 0-2. Now I think he climbs the ladder. Fights it off, we'll see another. Tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Held back, according to Eric Summersgill. Swing and a bouncer. Kicks foul. And he delivers. This one's smoked out to left. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. My goodness, did he ever rip that fastball. Just a bit unlucky that it didn't drop in. Better luck next time. We head back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, number 20. 1 for 2.
Aye.
1 out and the base is empty. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Just
Nope,
off the
that's a ball.
inside corner. I guess the silver lining is
ball,
that he
2 strikes,
hasn't
the count.
walked anybody, but they are peppering him with their hitting. He needs to miss some more bats. Just
2-2
missed.
the count.
Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. 2 outs already in the home 4th. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Gendry Rojas.
Yeah.
2 outs, bases empty.
1-1-1.
Up the middle, collects it. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, Ace Saucedo.
1-0.
So close to getting through the frame without having to deal with the meat of the order. Can't let that single lead to a meltdown. Foul ball there. The Cardinals, trailing by 3. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. 3 straight
ball,
fastballs to start this
2
at bat.
strikes.
I'd expect him to go off speed here to change the pace. Grounder up the middle. DeVries. Play made. That ends the inning. So
Pitching for Springfield.
a new arm into the game. The righty, Odiner Mosqueda, trying to strand the runner at second. Saucedo can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0-1's the count.
It's ball 1.
1.
Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
1 ball.
Too
2 strikes.
soon.
And
That's
now it's
ball
all
2.
even up. Swing lifted to left field. Fabian has a beat on it. Pulls it down. Runner tags at second. Actually staying put. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Chris Rotundo.
One away, and
We lost.
now the DH, Ace Saucedo. 0 for 4 so far. He's flied out twice and also grounded
Tied
out
up.
and struck out. In the air to right, and that should do it. The catch is made to end it. Saucedo got knocked around a bit and couldn't make it.
0 for 5, 0 for 5, 0 for 5. You're terrible. I'm terrible!
So up next, Ace Saucedo. First and second with nobody out, and you know this
3
defense is
fast.
hunting a double play.
All around the same speed except for the slur.
Way high.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And time called for at the plate.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you. Here we go.
The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a high fly to left. Wilson moving under it. And that is a big first out.
Batting fourth, the center fielder,
This broadcast is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If you show up late, you're out of here. Welcome back to San Antonio, top of the 4th inning.
0-1.
Damn, the slur looked like
The
car.
0-1.
Oh, it is.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's a ball.
That one ripped out to left. Dives. What a play. He did a nice job on that dive. Left his feet stretched out and made the diving catch for the out. Next is the designated hitter, Ace Saucedo. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
Started
Yep,
to
that
swing,
ball
but
went
held
out.
up. Popped up. Castagnon on the move. Brings it in for the out. Runner tagging from first. Now he changes his mind and heads back to first without a throw. On to the next inning. And now
Pissed off.
not a situation where they're
Pissed
necessarily aiming to put the
off.
tying run aboard. With the power at the plate, we might see a swing for the fences.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Oh, look at that polite gentleman.
Out to center. That's back. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the center fielder.
We head back to the top
Oh.
of the order. Might be time to get in an extra session or two in the batting cage. He can do much better than this, and they need that from him.
Oh. Fuck, I'm so ass, boy. Babe!
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Ace Saucedo. That one fouled off. Oh, 1 now.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air to center. And that's the 3rd out.
Oh, this game.
Midway in the first, no score. And now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo. Like others before him, he dominated both sides of the game in the amateur ranks. As always, the question for a two-way player is whether that prowess will translate to the professional level. This one popped up.
No, that should be gone.
They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning. No outs and a runner on second.
Nose, what's up, mate?
Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. Throw to third.
0-1.
Safe.
Two fastball curve change.
This one is labeled. Got it. Runner
Fucking
tagging,
hate
heading
this.
for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 2-0.
It's unbelievable.
Bases empty, 1 away. Romeo Sanabria now at the plate. And a bullet into center. That's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Chance at a 3-bagger. At third now with 1 away. That's a triple. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. It's getting harder and harder nowadays to get balls in the air to that area to drop in with all the ground center fielders are able to cover. Nice job to pummel that pitch and get extra bases out of it. This next at bat looms very large. Fouled off down the right side. The other way, and it stays fair. Boots it. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores easily. Reaches second with one away.
Let's go.
Nice job to drive in the run. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. One out, runner at second base. Digging in for the Cardinals, Braden Jobert. Hit on the ground to the right side. And steps on the bag for the out. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Cesar Prieto. The 0-1. This one the other way. And a base hit knocks in a run. Runner at first. The center fielder digs in now. Sky to left, and this should do it. Ball game.
This should do it.
If he has more games like this, a promotion will probably follow. Very good work.
One for three.
1 for 3.
Ace Saucedo will hit next.
Hey, Saucedo.
Hey, clutch up. Your turn right here.
Damn, guys.
Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line.
Get out of here.
One out and the bases are empty. Coming up to the Gendry Rojas. This one is labeled. It's off the wall. In at second with a one-out double. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on that he was looking at extra bases. Here's the center fielder, Ace Saucedo, 0 for 1.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for a strike 2. Got to 0-2 on
0-2
two
the count.
consecutive sliders, and now he can go a number of ways to finish this hitter off. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Makes the throw, but it's not in time. And now on at first. Man on at first, the third baseman, getting ready to hit. Berger picks over, just back in. Oh, close
He's in
play.
there.
Another move to first. Back in that time as well.
He's safe.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second. He easily steals the bat. Now a flare off the bat, and it drops in. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and the run scores. 3-1 ball game. 2 away here, nobody on. Next up, Ace Saucedo, 1 for 2. Saucedo stands 6'10", just 21 years old. A former first rounder, in 2024. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. And that one hops the wall. In its
Let's go, baby! Base knock!
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Great swing. Not quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell it was going to be extra bases as soon as it got over his head and left. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. One runner left stranded. Now it's the shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. Line drive, that's a base hit. That keeps the inning going. And now the center fielder, Ace Saucedo.
You driving in all the base runners around here?
Hey, no one better here. Let's go. Come on.
All fast?
That one is absolutely
Pimped!
It doinks off the pole and it's
It
gone.
doinks off the pole and it's
Gotta feel
gone!
It's 4-3. That was a big-time blast in a big-time...
Let's see that doink.
The sweetest sound in the world.
Oh my lord, that was the
You
closest.
know he was praying that...
That almost was out. That was almost foul ball.
What a satisfying homer. That's a base hit. The tying run is aboard. The batter now, the center
Tying
fielder,
run
number
on
20.
first.
Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. One run comes in. The second run scores. A big two-out hit, and the game is tied. Well, that's a big at-bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Good solid contact on that hit, and even better placement. These days, when the ball gets hit to center, you almost expect that center fielder to run it down, and DeVries, off-balance speed, there's one. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. But they push across one run, no errors, no one left. Midway here in the 10th, the Cardinals lead it 6-5. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. Here's the
She's on her way. All at once. And it pissed me to right in the boot. It was I. Having a good time.
The 1-2 offering. On a line.
Relay.
Got him!
He's got it. What a catch for out number 3. Move on to the 11th. Stepping to the plate now for Springfield, the third baseman, number 8.
One ball.
This one's in the dirt, and a fine job keeping it close right there. Move to second, dives back, and out. That's the daylight play right there, and everybody's got to be in sync for it to work. Good job to pick that runner off second base. We're in extras here. Digging in for the missions, Francisco Acuna. And that one hammered. This one has a chance. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. And the missions walk this one off. Final score in this game, 7-6. Ace Saucedo. Next up for the Cardinals.
Well, I see Hundo's on now.
Did 3 hits in the loss yesterday.
Is he trying to run or not? I see he's on the siege.
Haynes, 22 years old, and he was a 5th-round
That's
pick
what sliders
back
change
in
up.
2020. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. In the air, right field. And that is a foul ball.
See if he invites me to the party.
Foul ball.
To see
Still
if he
0-2.
invites me to it, if he call me up.
2 outs, base is empty. That one close, ruled a ball. That one looked like
Ooh, I
it
thought I
hit
was
the
gonna shit on
inside
myself
edge, but
again.
it didn't get the call. I know he's frustrated on the mound, but he needs to be careful not to get on the umpire's bad side.
Babe, I'm empty.
Swings through it for the K. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. End of a half inning of play.
What?
Ace Saucedo now at the plate. Runner at first with nobody out. Outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly if it gets past the infield. Keep him from going first to third. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. These hitters are coming with an aggressive approach at the plate, swinging the bat early in the count. That can spark some offense, or it can put you in a lot of bad counts. Foul ball there.
Hondo bogus.
And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase up the ladder for the strikeout. Just couldn't get on time with a heater in that at-bat. 3 straight fastballs, and he ends up with the strikeout. Fouled off left side.
Is Ashley here?
And that's off the inside edge.
Ashley here? Can you see real quick? Check.
Tapped in front of the plate. Throw to first in time.
Slide!
Bang bang play, but it was close. One gone and runners at second and third. Coming up to the dish for Springfield, Ace Saucedo. A laser into the outfield. Snags that one. And that should get the job done. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-1. Here's the second base. This is a game to flush, no doubt. He may be feeling like he let the team down in the loss.
Hondo can hit me up.
Ace Saucedo, the top prospect in the league, is ready. Ace
Second
Saucedo
prospect
digs
in the
in
league
now,
right now.
and you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here. Fly ball, right field. The right fielder settles underneath it,
That's cute.
and there's 2 down.
She
To
outside.
the bottom of the first we go. At the plate, the center fielder. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach.
Come on.
Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there.
I got it.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one in the dirt. That clips the corner. Fouls it off, and now 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. Swings and flares it. A little bloop single.
This guy, Hundo. Had to take a little
Not a rocket on
baby
the bat.
nap or
Doesn't
something.
always have to be to get a hit. And he didn't exactly barrel
Had to take
that
a little
one
baby
up,
nap or
but still
something.
had enough going on
Talking about
that
you?
swing that he saved
You.
through it and deposited
bad boy.
it in center.
Stop
No
playing. This
hit.
guy.
We'll see if his speed
Stop
I
is a
playing.
factor
can
now
hear
that
the
he's on
sleep in your
first.
voice right now, boy. That boy tired.
Catch.
Man, I'm telling you, his work shit, boy, that shit G to me, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Next to hit for the missions,
I
Romeo
come back from the
Sanabria.
stove. I
Really
swear,
strong hitting
I
performance
swear
recently.
we
7
talked
hits
right
so
after
far
I
in
got
the
back
series.
from the
Yep, we did.
and he
Man.
was going like 15 minutes.
This one lifted in the air, left
Oh,
field.
it's so funny, bro.
And there's one away.
When we finish this game, I'm gonna get on seed.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Marcos Castañón. I'm curious how they'll approach this at bat. Batter's shown great hitting
Yeah,
under
bro,
pressure
that
this year.
4:30 in the morning, man, that shit ain't no joke, boy. That's all. I
It ain't.
This is a
boy.
critical
I
moment
already
for
know,
this
boy,
pitcher.
'cause
With the runners on base, you have to be
Fucking-
wise with where you put your pitches.
There was
You
time,
could see some
like,
runs coming in.
It'd be like 2-3 days straight on some shit on random weeks.
And now the 2-1.
I'd wake up super
Way out
early.
front for strike 2.
I get
Yeah,
off
me.
work-
That's me. Yeah, that's me.
I get off work and I'm like, well,
That misses the zone.
I
And
ain't
it's a
never
ball.
tired, but I'm
Good job
feeling
of
this
letting
shit,
everyone
bro.
Oh, me. You can just drop right
Battling
there
air
on
fouls
Frost.
it away.
There'd be some times I'll be laying, I'll lay on the couch. I'm like, all right, let me wait for Hundo to get on, and I'm in sleep.
On the ground to second, might be 2.
But it ain't never no sleep like you, boy. When I say I
Pitch,
sleep,
good fielding once the ball
you
is in
slumber,
play. All
boy. You
around.
hibernate, boy.
No, as I've already know, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie.
Ryan Wilson.
I ain't gonna lie.
That boy down for the count when that boy eyes closed.
Lifted in the air to left.
Everybody say that shit. It's just
That's a well-executed pitch.
Can you
He
get
got it
Astro?
out in front on the pitch away and earned the flyout. Stepping to the plate now for San
Yeah, it was-
Antonio, number 7. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nerwillian Cedeno. Outfield pretty shallow here. That one finds the zone. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's a strike.
Ass up.
Oh-2,
Ready to
rocks
get
and
carried
fires.
over on seat, dog.
Up the middle.
I've been doing the carrying, man. You know what I mean?
There's one.
Ben.
Over to first. Safe.
I'm talking about today. You keep talking about the past life.
Coming up to the dish for
Pass
San
Steve
Antonio,
Amata.
Albert Fabian. Swing and this one towards left center field.
Really catch that pussy.
Racing over to make the catch. As we go to the last of the third, digging in for the missions, Martin Maldonado. Line
Good
drive
catch,
is
you
caught.
bitch.
Back to the top of the order here. Number 20, the next to hit. 1-for-1 led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Ball
A
one.
little bit
Strike.
high.
Oh, bro.
1 out and the base is empty.
Boy, I would strike you out so quick in this game, boy.
You should have niggas gonna throw all outside pitches.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Cause I'm gonna swing at every one of them.
I'll throw
1-2
strikes,
now.
but if you hit the if you get a couple good contacts,
Liner to
swings
center
on
and
them,
picked
start
up
throwing them bitches
yeah,
on the
yeah.
corner.
And very nicely done for the out.
It's like I
Here's
said,
the
play
third
this shit all the
baseman,
time.
Gendry
So like with
Rojas.
him, you know,
1-for-1 with
I'll
a
throw
single
strikes,
so
but
far.
as soon as I see him start hitting them bitches, I'm like,
Just
oh, yeah.
missed.
I'm gonna start throwing this bitch.
2
like I'm
outs,
actually
base is
pitching.
empty.
Damn. Loud here, boy. Right here.
On the ground, right side. Will do it alone. 3 up and 3 down.
So no drink.
Welcome back to San Antonio, top of the 4th inning.
Wow. You ain't trying to fill me up.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Swing, high fly down the right field line.
See,
Nobody
thinking
can get
all that
there,
nasty
and it's a
stuff,
foul
buddy.
ball.
I
If
see
you like
what's on your
tamales,
mind, boy.
San Antonio
That
is
is
probably the city for
That boy
you.
be thinking
In
about
2011,
that boy was just
High
dreaming
School
about
the
that,
world
chat.
record
That's what I'm
most
hearing.
tamales made with more than
That shit was fresh
17,000.
on the mind.
Fly to left.
Get down, bitch! Get down!
Move to the alley. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. If you're looking for a new scent that makes you think of the
Let me strike
ballpark,
out the side
turn
real
to Sudsy
quick.
Susie's Body Wash. New options include
strike
fresh
out the
cut
side real quick.
grass,
I ain't never
pine
struck out
tar,
the side,
and
but I'm
hot
finna
dog
do it
water.
right
No,
now.
that's down.
Back here in San Antonio, bottom of the 4th.
These AIs
Here's the
be
1-0
loving to
offering.
put this bitch into play for no reason.
Hey.
Close
That's
one, but doesn't get the call.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
These umps be playing the shit out of me, boy.
Next pitch in for a
Surprised
strike.
you called that one a strike.
On the ground to third. To first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Marcos Castañon will hit next.
Kayla said she wasn't gonna give me another drink. I got
In
her.
for a strike. And it's 0-1. Castañon measures 5'10", 25 years old.
That's
This
a him if
guy.
he play.
RBI in
It's
his
a him
last
if he
10
play
games.
right there.
On the ground. It's through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Call me Hemi Butler. But not this year. We're
That
talking about
makes it a
2020, man.
15-game hitting streak. He's really on some kind of roll at the plate. This speaks to how he's seeing the ball and his consistency day in and day out. Those are both qualities that evaluators
Cut
want
off.
to see.
I'm cut off.
This pitch
I got a
misses.
ball, 1 strike.
Ball 1.
See what she trying to do to me, Hundo.
Skies it to right
See
field.
what she trying to do to me.
And now 2 down.
Girl, don't kill my vibe. Girl, don't kill my
Stepping in
vibe.
for San Antonio, number 7. In the air, out towards right center, Cordoba moving to the left and makes the catch.
That boy Hundo
1 hit,
got
1
eyeball
left.
juice in his
Moving on to
eyes
the
right
5th.
now. That's how fresh off the
Bottom of the
nap
5th here
he
in
is,
San
boy.
Antonio. Here's the
boy
shortstop
got
at
eye
the plate,
boogies.
William Cedeno.
This boy got eye boogies, chat. This boy childish.
Ball 2.
Oh, damn, this boy got a 9 to 5, imagine.
Hey.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a
Make that
grounder
play.
up the middle.
Make that play,
And
bitch.
handles that one. Safe. He beats it out.
Ooh,
And
come on, you
the
slow
run is
bitch.
on to start the inning.
Ooh.
It's a testament to his effort on that play that it was bang
Man,
bang at
that's
first
like
base.
that's
That
like
is a
Rondo
fast
out
runner,
on
and
the
he
second
still
base,
made it a
man.
close one.
Terrible.
Ooh, looking like who the fuck played second?
Fabian
I
in the
don't know.
box
I'm looking
now,
like them
takes
niggas.
strike one.
Didn't
Swing and miss, and that's strike two.
who's that?
Wouldn't be
Who's that
surprised to
Asian
see the
dude?
runner break from
Didn't he
first,
play?
trying to stay out of the double play.
Where did he play? He was. I know he's a pitcher,
Gets
but
him looking. One out.
you know what I'm talking about?
Efficient work on the
For the
mound
Cardinals.
No.
Martin
You remember
Maldonado
back in
at
the
the
league that 1 yard
0 for
came
1 so
back
far.
and there was that Asian
Oh,
dude?
you talking about Connor?
Pitch, but
I think
not
so.
what he
He
was
was
looking
a
for.
pitcher, but
Early in the count, it's okay to take
I
that.
know he played a different position. He wasn't no PO at
He swings and
PO
fouls
at
one off.
fucking third grade, fifth, sixth grade, seventh grade. I thought he played second.
Double
I'm not
play
gonna
on the
lie.
second.
When I came back and he was y'all best pitcher at the time.
Continues to
Before I
roll on
came
the
back.
mound. 5
And I was
shutout
like,
innings
oh,
in
this
the
boy
books.
pretty
No-
nice. And then I was kind
And
of
two
getting
on.
that
Next up,
that
the
ego. I was
designated
like,
hitter,
this
Ace
motherfucker ain't better
Saucedo.
than me. But that boy was nice.
I
Swing
mean,
and ball straight back.
only person I can think of was Connor, but
You remember? I know you remember that. There was only one Asian dude that I played with.
yeah, but I found out I can remember he was weak.
He was like number 2 pitcher. He was a good. Okay, let me not say like he may not have been our second best pitcher, but I would say he had the second most heat on the team. Like he was up there with me with throwing heat. At least from what I
That's
remember,
right.
because anytime I try to hit off of him, I could tell because when I was on the team there before, and I hit on just people.
Wait, was this 8th grade?
I don't know. It was so.
Because I didn't
remember
play
I was-
8th grade year.
I know you know what I was talking about because we've had conversations about this before. So I know you talking about. He was the one that had that bat that everybody used.
Okay, yeah, it's Connor. That's Connor there. That's Connor. Yeah, that's Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my nigga. Yeah.
Hey, he was a nice pitcher. I can't remember what else he played.
Cause I'm asking this, cause his dad was like, I ain't gonna say white, but like, but his dad was always there. Yeah,
Yup.
okay, it's Connor.
Yeah, I already know it. All you had to say was his dad. I remember his dad too.
yeah.
But
that's a real nigga.
yeah.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
I'm telling you, boy, I remember. I never forget when they gave me that bat, boy. Connor was like, yeah, bro.
That's what it was. You got.
Yeah, he was like, I'm moving to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe not Asian, Hawaiian. Maybe that's what it was.
I mean, he looked like an Asian Filipino
Yeah,
ass dude, so I know what you're talking about.
Filipino, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the dude that I was like when I came back. It was that.
Check swing. Appeal to third, and that is indeed a
It's
swing.
not like. It wasn't. What's that word? It's not jealousy, but it's like.
Fight
Envy.
that one away. The count remains 0
Not
and 2.
envy. It's like you know he's good, so you're kind of like
Righty comes to
you
the
got
plate.
to prove yourself type shit.
Yeah, I get that.
Lines
That's
this one to center. And
like
there's
you just challenge yourself. I mean, I get.
To start the inning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but there's a word for it. I know there is.
But that one was
Competitive,
way in on
competitive.
that.
You know, like
Great job to pull them in and get
Yeah.
enough barrel on the ball to push
I
it
feel
back
it.
through the middle for a hit.
But yeah, once I came back and then I was like,
Strike one.
I hit against him and he had some heat to him, so I was like, I had to try a little harder than
And the
usual because
0-1
I
now.
used to, boy, when I tell you
Comes
if
up
I was
empty.
getting pitches
Strike two.
from
Can't be swinging at pitches that low.
Like Marcus.
Particularly
yeah,
in a double
Marcus,
play
boy,
situation like
I'm
this.
slamming them hoes, boy.
Left
I
field.
used to hate that nigga wind up, man.
That's
I hated
pretty
this.
far back.
Well, he didn't have a windup.
Takes it in for the out.
He went straight from the stretch.
Well, yeah. I mean, like how he did it from the stretch. I
Romeo
just,
Sanabria
It was
takes it now.
it was like an over exaggerate. So you know, like when
yeah.
you
I'm
got
like,
the ball
dude.
behind your back and your gloves on your knee type shit, and you bring it up. That
Mhm.
when he brings it up, it's so over exaggerated.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that shit.
It looks so stiff,
Wind up before the pitch time.
over exaggerated,
It's an
and then he
automatic
throws
ball.
some cheddar in there for somebody to smack.
Here comes the 1-0.
He played played baseball exactly how he played basketball.
Basketball on me, like methodical, like slow, methodical as
Tim
fuck, bro.
Duncan
Like,
ass
dude,
motherfucker, boy.
you know, that's perfect, bro. That is a
One
perfect
away in a
example of that
tied
nigga.
game. Go ahead, run it first.
Straight
In the
Tim
bottom of the
Duncan.
sixth. Up
Boy,
the middle,
Mr.
Weatherholt.
Fundamental.
Flips it.
But I
There's
swear
one.
we called him
In
Mr.
the dirt, but he
Fundamental or something
scoops
like
it.
that back in
And
the
the
day.
double.
He definitely was
Back
like that,
and a
no
new
cap.
hitter here to start the
And
bottom of the seventh.
bro,
Jack
you know,
Wilston.
I know we've had
Yeah.
conversations about this on the basketball team. The shit I hated the most when he was up on the free throw line and we passed it in the middle because it's the play. He turned around and took that bitch up.
I remember that.
Oh, boy, get your scary ass on and pass that bitch out, boy.
I'm telling you, I know, cause like I know me, like I ain't have like the confidence on that shit. Like you would throw like I shot
I'm
the
talking
ball.
about. I threw that bitch up there, and if that was 2 feet of space, a foot of space, I'm tossing that bitch.
Yeah, see, I feel like I'll put it this way: if I had brothers, I feel like it would have been different for me, but I had to just shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a big difference when, especially like when you grew up with sisters. So you didn't have that competitive nature.
My sister used to get mad anytime I tried to use competitive.
I'm not saying like you didn't have competitiveness, but it's a different competitiveness when you have an older brother or a younger brother type shit.
Bro.
So yeah, I like honestly, like if I restarted or if I watched because I watched Aiden play basketball and baseball growing up, so I've seen it with him. But like if I watch like Hank when he grows up, if he played sports or anything, like I would be able to tell off rip how shit is with and like being able to tell like if it was Aiden hypothetically, like, he doesn't like the suggestions because he like I would say I'm the same way. And Isaiah is too. Like when we take suggestions, we don't automatically think of it. I'd say Aiden may be a little more, but like Isaiah, if you give him a suggestion, I feel like he's thinking that it's like
like a criticism, like
a bad criticism. Like me, like, it's hit or miss. Like depending on how you say it.
Yeah, I get that. It's all about the delivery. But, I feel that.
So like it. Like with you, it's like more you had to be cautious of how you.
Yeah, like how I said it. Yeah,
like you couldn't be too competitive with a twin sister.
I'll put it this way: when we played games, we couldn't keep score because she didn't want to lose, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
And it's like we just playing for fun. Games. It doesn't matter if it's like a game that like me personally, if I had a sister, an older sister, younger sister, like I understand a physical competitiveness. It's different. Maybe be a little more lenient. But like if it's like a card game, board game, or anything, we're on the same slate here. We got the same brain cells here. Come on now, this is a real competitive match. But like, yeah, I can see how it's different. Like because I would be able to see early on in a person like if I went to a random because when I worked at ADT there was this guy this older guy not old but like high 40s
up there though.
high 40s 50 type shit and he has a kid that's in baseball like I'm talking about like middle school high school type shit. He may be 30 to 40, 35, 45. That's what I would say. But I watch his some clips, and he be live streaming his kids' games because he's a coach. And when I watch the games, I can tell who grew up with like brother competition or like only child type of competition or sister type of I can tell the difference. Like when I grew up like with brothers, you can tell that it was a serious competition. It wasn't only child type of competition or system type of. I'd be able. I can. It
next to hit
really,
takes
it
ball
really,
one.
like, it really
2
shows
down and
how
nobody
you
aboard.
are, like, how
And we're in the
you
top of the
play
8th.
or how you think, all that shit. Like growing up, really.
Late on that.
Like I think the perfect, like the most perfect, like book you can follow and like way to like break that down is looking at the LeVar Ball and his kids. Like Lonzo, yeah, he was the first one. No, I mean Leangelo, he was the first
But,
one.
like, you can see he
2 outs
he
and
had
a
that
runner.
whole
He
back.
had to figure it out though. Yeah.
He had a whole
He
backcourt
gave the game to
with
Lonzo.
like,
He's
yeah,
flied out
like,
twice and also grounded out.
But then LaMelo just took in everything from both of them because they went through the shit and they just gave him the game.
And that's
Well, with
He-
LaMelo, there was
That's one.
with the youngest. I feel like there's not as much pressure.
Facts.
Especially with at least the Ball brother shit.
man at second here with
LaMelo had the least
Two away.
pressure on him out of anybody because he was the
Saucedo
youngest.
with a
Two
decent
of them
outing on the mound,
already-
even
one was
if the
overseas, one
results
was
at the
in the
plate
league.
weren't as good.
Right.
It's easy
Not
for
saying he
players to
didn't
get
have
frustrated
pressure.
when
He had
part of their
pressure
game
on him.
doesn't meet with their
He
standards.
wanted to be in the league type shit, and he was a top 3 pick, right?
Yeah, he went number.
3.
Yeah, he was. I think he went 2, but
He
he.
went 2. I
Yeah.
can't remember if it was 2 or 3. I know he didn't go 1, but like yeah, with that is like
Because Zion went 1, didn't he?
Huh?
No, Zion went 18. No, he went 18.
Zion did
Melo
not
came
go
in 19. No, he went. Zion came out in 2018.
Oh no! It was Zion, R.J. Barrett,
Oh yeah, RJ Barrett.
somebody
Yeah.
else, and then I think Cam Reddish number 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, it's crazy how you like. At least for me, like just from how competitive somebody is, you can tell how
Like yeah, you could definitely tell how they grew up. Yeah, most definitely. For that shit.
All right, I'm hopping on. My game's over. Time to get some siege dubs. How long was I recording